Guys, welcome to Cancerian Chronicles. This is Misty. We are on day 11 of our Level Up Your Life series for Cancerians. For our first contest, where we were trying to get to 250 subscribers and we reached it. 3 people won free readings with me, and I have made the announcement in the community board. So make sure that you check that out to see if you're a winner. Basically, you just email me and let me know if there's anything in particular that you want to focus on, or if you have any specific questions for the reading, and where you want me to send your link so that I can send you your free reading. And if you did not win this first round, our next goal is 500 subscribers, and I am giving away 6 free readings, 6 of them. So all you have to do is subscribe, make sure that you are liking the videos, watching them, and leave some comments. It doesn't have to be anything long and drawn out if you're not called to, but your comments, that lets me know that you want to be in the drawing, and that's how I pick names. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. I was guided to 4 decks for this reading, and we're gonna see what our messages are for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node. Really, if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, the messages may resonate. At the top of the hour, so my time, it'll be 9 o'clock, but basically in like 45 minutes, I'm going to start with the yes, no intuitive readings for those of you if you have a question, and then all you do is just put them in the chat and we go from there. So thank you for being here, and let's get started. Okay, so messages for Cancer. What do we need to know for this level up? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I don't know if, okay, I'm kind of getting that we might need 3 of these. The first card, and I'm going to show you, but the first card to pop out, it says, I am manifesting you. I'm manifesting you. And the second card says, I have so much desire for you. I was guided to look at the bottom. It says, you are so beautiful. Why do you need me? Okay. And then the third card says, I need time for me. And it says, maybe. That feels like a different energy. So Cancer, this kind of reminds me, this is something that we've kind of touched on, but this has to do with like, like vetting and, not just kind of jumping in to any type of relationship or partnership. Again, whether this is a friendship, whether this is a romantic relationship, anything where you're dealing with another person, even if this has to do with a business, it's like someone sees you as, just a person of interest is what I'm hearing. You're a person of interest. So they're wanting you to be in some type of relationship with them. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but I'm getting that it is. And so the advice with this level up, if you are typically the type who just kind of jumps in to relationships, taking everyone at their word immediately, it doesn't mean that you can't, but what it does mean is that you do need to slow it down. So you can, I think it's a good trait to have a high degree of trust of people. But as long as you can also be realistic and realize that there are some people that they're not always, I'm hearing something about they may not love the way that you love, or they may not feel the way that you feel, or they may see things in a different light from you. And so it's kind of like, on one hand, Cancer, you're being guided to like that very loving, nurturing, romantic side of you. Like that is definitely a bonus, and that's definitely a plus. And I'm being guided to say, like, if you've been let down in your past, like, I'm getting the sense of, like, don't lose that. Don't give that up for anyone, but also make sure that you are implementing or being cognizant of the lessons that you've learned from, just like past mistakes, past relationships. At the first sign of trouble is what I'm hearing. So what about that? Okay, because I was about to say run, but I'm getting don't run at the first sight of trouble. But it's kind of like that's when you start to dig in your heels and make sure that you are doing follow-up questions, that you are setting your boundaries should already be established. So there may be a sense of having to revisit those and making sure that you're standing clear on those. Or perhaps if you are feeling a certain time, I'm hearing makes me feel some kind of way. So if you're starting to feel a certain type of way, or maybe like you're just starting to doubt things, because for some of you guys, it could just be your own kind of fears. It's okay for you to take time out for yourself, is what I'm getting. It's okay for you to just kind of let the person know, like, I just need time. Because at the bottom it says maybe, right? Like, I'm feeling like don't feel the need to rush, just because at the top it says let me have you. Like, there are going to be a lot of people that want to have you, Cancer, but not everyone is worthy and deserving of you or your time. If this has to do with work or business, like, no, not everyone is worthy of your skill set. So yeah. I split the deck and it says, I don't want to lose you. I'm getting the sense of, like, Cancer, for this season, like, just don't rush into things or don't agree to things just because it kind of feels like there is this, if you've had to heal, or if you are still kind of currently healing from, like, some level of, I don't know, like, the fear of being rejected or something, like you fear that you're going to miss out. So FOMO, the fear of missing out, you fear that you're going to miss out on something. If you don't give in to what another person wants from you, but really, like, you're going to have to switch that thinking, Cancer. Some people are like, it's you, like, it's not you that's missing out, it's them potentially missing out. Right. Yeah. So there's something about that. Okay, we're gonna see. I was guided to this deck, and we will see what comes out of this one, because it has all kinds of things, right? But this is like whatever I'm guided to select, that's what I get. So let's see. Yeah, I have CYA. So cover your rear end with something. Huh. And this one, it says alcoholic, right? So some people, I mean, that alcoholic, it doesn't even make me feel like that's necessarily the issue. It feels like the issue is, like, codependency. I'm hearing like that Beyonce, like crazy, crazy in love or something like that. It kind of makes me feel like, making decisions that you might regret later on, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. So it says, learn to manage your money. And that's funny. It says, I need time for me. So number one, for some of you guys with this level up, it's about making sure that you are budgeting or setting money aside for your own self-care and your own needs. But also, it's kind of like, if someone is asking you for money, or they're wanting you to invest in their company or invest in something that they want to do, it's like you have to make sure that you are budgeting appropriately. And it's not even necessarily like, money. This for a lot of you guys, this has to do with like your energy. At the bottom, I looked at the upgrade you, right? And I really like with this where I'm saying like make sure that you're investing, that you're putting money aside for your own self-care needs. It's like, and we've been talking about it, like this is about you leveling up. And I've said, like, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you manifest what it is that you want. So do not neglect your self-care. No. It says negative thoughts and limiting your finances. That's what's at the bottom of that. So Cancer, are you trying to manifest money at this time? Because now, like, I'm looking at it with the I'm manifesting you. We're talking now, like, this is going into money. With I'm manifesting you, I have so much desire for you. And then I need time for me. This is like, remember when it comes to law of attraction and when it comes to manifesting things, right? I talked about this yesterday. Like, if you are overthinking and you're focusing in on how much you don't have, that puts you in this state of lack. And it's like you're repelling what it is that you're trying to call in. And that it doesn't even matter what it is that you want to manifest. If it's love, if it's money, if it's a job, if it's a house, if you are trying to manifest something in, but it's like all you can think about is the fact that you don't have it or how much you desire it or how much you want it. That kind of repels what it is that you're working to manifest. And you're being guided to just focus that time and attention and into yourself. Again, you look good, you feel good, you manifest. That's how that works for you. I don't know if you've noticed it, but yeah. Kind of think back to things that, it's kind of like one minute you remember saying that, I really, I would like this or I want this, and you just kind of forget it and go on about your business and you're taking care of yourself, and out of nowhere it seems like here it is, it shows up, voila, right? But that's because it's kind of like at that moment it's not like you were desperate for it. Oh geez. Deep knowing. We have this deep knowing. And at the bottom, it's the to be fair, right? This is really throwing me off with this. Like, what is this? Cover your backside. What are we covering? There's something that you know, or you have like some type of, oh no, oh no. At the top of the deck, we have the mending. Has someone been taking something from you? You know about it. They don't know if you know. They don't know that you know. And I don't know if whatever they're doing is coming back to bite them, right? and they feel the need to come back to fix something. They need to fix something. They're trying to cover themselves. That's why there's two different energies. There's I'm manifesting you. I have so much desire for you. And then on the other end, it's like, I need time for me. Someone did you dirty. And whatever happens to this person or whatever happens with this person, it's your call. I don't know if this person is going to come in like really super duper desperate, like they're almost needy. They have some type of habit that, I don't know, caused them to do some things. They ended up making some really bad decisions, which included doing something to you. For some of you guys, this person drinks a lot. This person drinks a lot. Yeah. Hearing something about they got to catch these hands. So this is like some type of karma coming back to someone. And they feel like the only way that they can stop whatever this is from happening is to get back in your good graces. And you're being guided, like, and not even just for this person, Cancer, but what you're being guided to do is do not rush to make a decision. Do not rush to make a decision. So I'm being guided to say, like, for some of you guys, if you don't know, sometimes when you allow people in your energy and in your space, when their time is up, when their time has expired, you're essentially covering them. So this person is rushing back to you so that you can cover them. It's kind of like so you can soften the blows of like whatever this karma is that they're getting. But they're getting the karma because of what they did to you. I get the sense of like you're always a just person, a caring, a loving person. I'm being reminded of, it was like someone told me once, this was like my boss's boss's boss or something. And she made the comment of me having, she said, you have a very high moral compass, right? But it wasn't a compliment. She wasn't complimenting me that like, yeah, you have really high values. You have really high morals and standards. That wasn't a compliment. Because that's not what they wanted from me at that time, right? There was something political in nature behind what they wanted from me. Especially for this to be my boss's boss's boss, right? That's pretty high up there. And I feel like I'm being guided to share this with you because sometimes that side of you or that part of you only serves to get you hurt, Cancer. Because I really feel like someone is running to you. Your nature is to protect, right? That's what you want to do. No matter what this person did to you. But what I talked about earlier, not everyone deserves your time, your energy, your love, your affection. Because there are some things that this person has been doing that you kind of sense it. You may not have any proof, but they've been doing something. And it's like if you allow them back, It's going to soften the blows that are coming to them, which means that you are interfering with the laws of the universe. And if you are going to interfere with the laws of the universe, because this person is running from the law of cause and effect, they don't want the effect of the damage that they have caused. And if you interfere, you're going to catch those hands as well. You're going to catch some of this person's karma. And it's karma that they're receiving for something that they did to you. I'm hearing, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. And that tells me that this person's going to run to you. You're going to try to protect them. You're going to catch their karma. And then they're going to do it all over again. Because the reason that they are meant to receive their karma, which is just a lesson, right? Lessons are being presented so this person can learn and do something different. But if you interfere, right, this person will never learn the lesson. And I don't know if you typically feel like, oh, well, I protected them and I saved them or I did this for them. They don't care because the lesson's never going to catch up with them if you continue to interfere, to intervene. Yeah. I'm hearing like some things like with this why me. I keep hearing like someone keeps saying like why me or why does this keep happening to me? Some of you guys are taking on other people's karma. And if you want it to stop, it's up to you. You have to stop it. It's playing again. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. I'm hearing there's no something for the wicked. Yeah, we have here and now and time to go popped out. Whatever this person runs up to tell you, I feel like the guidance is to make sure that you're safe and that you're not interfering. You're going to have, like, it's time for you to let that go. You have to let that go. Yeah. You are being guided to leave some people out in the cold. That's orphaned. These are people that, number one, I'm getting the sense of like, for some of you guys that you have some gift with dreams, prophetic dreams and warnings or something like that. With this imagine, you know who they are. You've been shown who they are. You've been shown what they do behind the scenes. Yeah. I'm hearing who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Huh. These were your some type of guides trying to send you warnings about what was going on behind the scenes. I'm hearing take cover. Yeah. I just saw when I split the deck, there's, no place like home. Like this person, like, I don't know if you've always been like a soft place for, where this person can land, no matter how much. I'm hearing you can do damage. Someone might be really into music, but like, because I'm hearing a lot of songs for this one. Like they go and make a mess or whatever. But it's like they know that they can run back to you. Someone's going to claim that they didn't know better. Yeah. We have by the book that popped out, and as well as never ending story. This person with, and this is falling under alcoholic. So again, this is someone with some type of dependency, codependency, some type of habit. And that's going to be their excuse. Like they didn't know better, or, like, I'm hearing the devil made me do it, right? It's something like that where they don't want to take accountability for what this is. For some of them, it's going to be like, well, I did whatever. Hi, Maddie. I did this because, I love you and I couldn't stand for us to be apart, or, something like that. I don't know what this person has done, but they're going to come with some excuses. Is this gender specific? No, you just put it like, I might use gender, but like you're going to know where each person goes, right? So when I say he, like that's typically just saying masculine energy, or if I say she, that's feminine energy, but you can be a male in feminine energy, right? You can be a female in masculine energy. Like we have both. And we have breathe. I feel like someone just caused a lot of, you're welcome. Someone caused like a lot of, oh, okay. Oh, really? Cleanup is at the bottom. I was about to say someone caused a lot of chaos, created a lot of chaos. And now they want to run back to you so that you can make it all better, so that they can breathe easy. Because that's what you do. I'm hearing not this time, partner. Not this time. When I split the deck, oh, I just lost it. It was flexible is what I saw. Here it is. I saw flexible. And what I'm getting from that is that you are being guided to do something different. Because if you're always the soft place for someone to land, if you're always the one, like you're forgiving people for they know not what they do, but we really know, yeah, they be knowing. They be knowing, right? You're being guided to do something different this time. Yeah. Oh, what did I say? It feels like someone created, was at the top of the deck. Someone created some type of chaos. And with this level up, Cancer, what this means is like anyone, I'm telling you, anyone who has done you wrong, like if we're going to sum this up before this reading is even over, when people come in and they do something wrong to you, right? I'm being guided to the fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Don't let there be any more shame on you, Cancer. Love, but see, and I like that you said that, Maddie, because yes, we do love to the core, but what is love? So for some of you guys, earlier what I talked about was like the loving, nurturing spirit that you have. You're being guided to keep that. But what I think you're being guided to change is your view on love, on what love is, on what love means. Because for some of us, we get so bogged down, and of course, we're Cancers, right? May not be able to, we feel like we can't help it because we're feelers. But love is not a feeling. Love is not a feeling. Love is about action. What actions is this person taking to show you that they love you too? If you haven't peeped game yet, there are people that they know that you are going to take them at their word. I talked about that at the beginning. We're not taking people at their word. Love is not about what people say. It is about what people do. And think back. There is not, like, you're not going to be able to convince me that people do not know, like, you're not going to have a Cancer and be like, I wonder if Cancer loves me. You're going to know Cancer loves you because we put action behind it. You're going to see it. It should be give and take. That's a universal law. The law of give and take. So going back to, I said, I kept hearing people, it's like, why me? Why does this keep happening to me? Because we're not exempt from the laws of the universe. And there is a law of give and take. So if you're always giving, and you're never receiving, you're not following law. It doesn't matter how much you give. You're not following law. And what happens is you end up so depleted and so tired and so drained and having to go into that shell, into that hermit mode. Thank you, Maddie. Says I'm now your subscriber for life. I love you. Thank you. But that's the thing. Like, we have to get past thinking, you know what? Let me just say this. Not everyone loves the way that you love. Not everyone loves the way that we love. And it's not like I'm telling you to fault people for that, but you're not going to spit in my face and tell me it's raining. You're not going to tell me, like, yes, I love you and only you, and you call me every 3 days, right? You're not going to tell me you love me, and you have people on the side. I mean, you know, unless that's like your thing that you guys have an actual agreement on, like there's no judgment with that. But if you've agreed that you want a monogamous relationship and this person always has, you know, like other partners, but at the same time they're saying out of their mouth they love you, well, they're showing you that they don't. And at the very least, they don't respect you. And if they don't respect you, how do they love you? I mean, I need 1 + 1 to equal 2. So I think it really is, make sure you absolutely can control your feelings. Right. But if you're no contact, she shouldn't be telling you anything to your face. She shouldn't be telling you anything on the phone, anything to your face, because you're no contact. I'm in the US. Like you have to, and that's one of the things that we've been talking to with this level up. Like, we're on day 11, and part of the things that we've talked about is like we allow people to play in our face for too long, for way too long. Part of what you have to do is you have to reprogram, like, you know, you think you don't have control of your feelings, but you do. And it starts right here. You have to reprogram it, because what we're doing, this is why I'm saying, don't let people tell you that they love you, but they're not showing it. Because when we just go by what people say and not by what they actually do, Cancer, you know, you can make up a whole story about this one person. Thank you, Bright. We'll make up a whole story, a whole fake relationship with a person. We'll assign feelings to that person that they may not necessarily have and may not be showing us. But if you focus on reprogramming your brain as to what love really is, you're not going to feel the same way about people. It's I was talking to Bright Malachi. Bright Malachi says they just subscribed. Okay, let's keep going, because real soon we're supposed to do the questions. In about 10 minutes, we're going to do where if you want a free yes, no reading, you just put your question in the chat box and I'll answer for you. Oh, geez. We keep getting two. Yes, and this flipped in reverse, but I'm going to show it to you this way. Two cards, but it is new life, and we have round and round, right? New life and round and round. And what I'm getting is for whoever this person, or it could be people, whoever they are, you're not meant to continue. You know, like I said, they came in reverse. Like you're not giving them a new shot, a new chance, and you're not going in circles with this person. You're not. You're not repeating cycles with the same old people with their same old story. And this is at the bottom, we have the fates. This is like, I feel like some of you guys are getting these exact same messages, right? I'm hearing round and round we go. Round and round we go. And it's kind of like rather than working on fixing a relationship with people that don't deserve you or fixing other people, because we're quick to take on like, you know, oh, if I just love them enough, it'll fix them. No, your job is not to fix other people. I feel like what you're being guided to do by your guides, by the fates, is to fix yourself. We talked about like reprogramming yourself and what you think. Because as long as you keep thinking that you can fix someone else, or like someone comes and they're like, oh, it wasn't me, the devil made me do it, or I have this issue, or I have this bad habit and it keeps making me make bad decisions. As long as you keep accepting people's excuses, the person who ends up getting hurt at the end is you. Hi, Maddie. I'm Misty. Nice to meet you. Let's see. These cards, I always have so much trouble with them. Yeah. The two cards that initially popped out, it says sun, paint the sun back into your sky. And then we also have feather, think first before you judge. And a lot of the times when we see this, you know, think before you judge or, you know, whatever, it makes, you know, like this could be just me, but it's like you're thinking, well, you know, maybe I'm being judgmental, right? No, sometimes it's think before you judge, as in before you give people these other opportunities or taking people at their word. Think first and make sure that things are adding up. Make sure that that math is mathing. And this is how you take your life back. This is how you make sure that you're in charge of your happiness. If you think that anyone else is, you know, responsible for your happiness, you're absolutely wrong. Especially if you find yourself in the position where, again, I keep hearing that, why me, why me, why me? Yeah, thorn at the bottom. Weave together the crown you deserve. And, you know, if anyone's asking how, like, I can't see this working, it says confidence, right? It comes with time and practice. You may not be able to make the changes immediately and overnight and like, you know, at the blink of an eye. Yeah, I get that. It doesn't work like that, right? It's a work in progress. By putting yourself first and loving yourself. Absolutely, Anne. Thank you. Thank you, Maddie. we have any. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm going to take them. Yeah, we have at the bottom villain. And it says you can always rewrite the story. What did I say? You can reprogram your brain. And oh my gosh, sword, make the change. You are being guided to make some much needed changes. And quite possibly, I mean, definitely in action, but also like in the way that we're thinking. Yeah, Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. This was something that came up earlier. We have Clover, release your guilt. You're not responsible for other people or what their issues are. Like you're there, you can act as a support, but make sure that you are being protected and your needs are being met as well. Don't allow people to just continuously take from you. We have dragons, slay them all. And I'm seeing these dragons as like doubts. Whatever this is that you're doubting about yourself, you have to go ahead and get rid of that. And wings, you never needed those wings to fly. This is what we were talking about. You can't rely on other people. You have to make sure that you're putting yourself first, right? First and foremost. If you're not going to do that, who's going to do it for you? If you're not putting yourself first, can you really say that you love someone else? Because if you're not the priority, that means you're not putting your own mental health first. You're not putting your own physical health first, which means if you're not taking care of yourself mentally and physically, what could potentially happen to you? Which means what could potentially happen to that person? That's not love by putting other people's needs before your own. That's not love. That is feeling like you are inferior and you are not worth the time and attention and love that you're throwing on other people. You're loving people the way that you want to be loved, right? But still accepting when they don't. And it kind of, I'm being reminded of like, I used to be a principal, right? And we love whatever we love, like we're going all in. And, I'm no different. I was no different. But it's kind of like at one point, you're going to learn that people will take from you if you allow them to, right? And I would see all the time people that all they did was they poured into others or they poured into their job and then they passed away and people were sad for like one day and then they moved on with their life. And it's like, was that really worth it? Is that really worth it? Okay. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to participate with the yes, no intuitive reading, go ahead and start putting your questions in the chat box. But remember, if you have not done so already, please hit that thumbs up. Also, if you were with me before when we were working up to 250 subscribers, we met our first goal. If you were commenting, you were entered into the contest, and on our community board, I went ahead and put the names of the people that won a free reading. So we have 3 people that won. And we are going to have our second goal of 500. When we hit 500, I'm selecting 6 people. And those 6 people, if you win, you get a free reading. And I'm talking about a full reading, right? So not just like a little mini read, you get a full reading with me. So make sure that you like, that you comment, and that you subscribe so that we can get those readings out. Okay. So that's basically the end of that message for today. I'll be back tomorrow. I think I have it scheduled already for 8 o'clock. So I hope to see you then. Same thing. We start off with our reading and then at the end, I'll take some questions. So, ooh, excuse me. Again, if you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat box. I'm going to give it just a few minutes and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so, and just a heads up, just a warning for you guys. I am like, I do cards, but I'm not I'm not like a tarot reader. I'm actually an oracle, and I'm a medium, and I'm a channel. So I will hear messages and I'm gonna tell you what I hear. So don't be offended, because those messages are typically from a guide or from an ancestor on your behalf, right? So with your question, Maddie, will she communicate with me? What I heard initially, before I even answer your question, but what I heard was, why would you want her to? Why would you want her to? But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to answer the question, but that was just like thrown out there as an immediate, why would you want her to? Okay, so let me see. Okay, the answer is yes. And I'm going to pull a card to see if there's anything else that goes along with that, okay? I'm not, are you serious? the, the card that popped out for you is why? Why? At the bottom is serendipity, and at the top is loyal heart. And it feels like, okay, your focus, I don't want to say obsession, but that's what I was about to say, but your focus on this one person, like it's blinding you to something that is waiting for you, which is a relationship. It's something, it is a relationship. And it's kind of like they're trying to bring in with serendipity. This is something that it's like a stroke of luck. I'm hearing stroke of genius, so someone might be super intelligent as well. Smart and sexy. Okay, I like that. So they're trying to bring someone in to you, smart, sexy, and I don't know if this was an issue with your past person, but loyal heart. This person is smart, sexy, and loyal. That's what's trying to come in for you. But the more that you hold on to the old, I'm hearing, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Sorry, it's not funny, but okay, I know you got it. Thank you. All right, if anyone else has any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat box, please. I'm still hearing the song. It's just, I love you too. I'm still hearing that invokes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Never gonna get it. Okay, because when I was young, like I wanted to be a singer, and I would be in the mirror like singing. Yeah, it's so funny. Thank you. Thank you, Maddie. I appreciate it. Okay, anyone else? Okay. Can you ask me a yes, no question? Rephrase your question for me. Like, what do you really want to know? Are you wanting to know if Like you're going to have a happy relationship? Are you wanting to know if you're going to have a long-term committed relationship? Like what do you really want to know? Is it like, will this person commit to me and only me? Okay. I'm hearing maybe, maybe not. I don't know what this is. I'm hearing something about if I could turn back time. Can you give me a yes or a no? This is depending on something. They won't give me a yes. I can't get a yes or no for you, Emily. I don't know if there's something that's missing from... Hold on. I don't know if someone did something that they're not proud of. Let me pull a card. Okay, Ann, I see you. I'll get to you next, okay? I feel nervous, Emily. I don't know why. And just FYI, you guys, you'll hear me say I'm a lot of things, but I'm clairsentient. So some of my messages are through feelings. And most of us are empathic, so also just other people's feelings. We have, is it depending on? Okay, we have happy, happy. Emily is what came out. And it's something about, it depends on someone telling the truth about something. Okay. There's something about observing something. I'm hearing ask but don't ask but don't tell. Did someone see something that they're not talking about? Feels like there's something, some type of, someone's not some truth has to be told. That's what I'm getting from that. Someone, I don't know if it's you or I don't know if it's him, but someone, I don't want to say is withholding information. I mean, it could be something as simple as like not telling the other person how you feel or something. I mean, I don't know. And can you rephrase yours to a yes, no question? Does it matter? Okay, yeah. And come back with a yes, no question, please. Tequila. I'm going to ask the two separate questions, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know what all those facial expressions are about, but it's kind of like, I don't know if these are your guides, but I don't know what that situation is or who did what to whom, but it's like they almost feel a sense of disgust or disdain for the other person. Let me ask the other question. I mean, okay, so what I'm going to tell you what I don't know who are these ancestors? Hold on. I don't know which of your ancestors is like this. This is like someone that is like no holds barred because their answer was F no. I'm also feeling like, I don't know if you are too loving, too kind, too forgiving or something, because I keep looking down. And this ancestor, it's like you are too much in your light. And we're not all love and light. It's not a good thing to always be in your love and light. We are here as a balance. So I feel like you're being guided to tap in. Okay? I'm hearing, I don't know if I should say this, but what I'm hearing is when they go low, we go lower. Okay. Thank you, Tequila. Okay, so I'm going to ask the question, ordinary days, where it says, will things get better? I'm just going to leave it at that. Will things get better in the future? And then I'm going to ask the question, did you do something bad to someone or what? Okay. You're welcome, Tequila. I'm hearing if you so desire. So it feels like there are some things that, like, number one, I'm being drawn back to the way that you worded your question. Okay. I'm being guided to look at that again. Okay. So what that means is, number one, so when I said if you so desire, there's something, obviously, just looking at your question, that like you're gonna have to go back to, I'm being reminded to what I talked about earlier, reprogramming your mind. You're gonna have to reprogram your mind. I'm hearing some of y'all's ancestors are like, because I don't I'm hearing, good and damn well you ain't do nothing to nobody. Okay? But I'm gonna ask that second question, and then I'm gonna pull a card for you, okay? Okay, and before I can ask the question, I was guided to look at it and to let you know, remember that karma is like, we use it the way that we use it, right? But really, karma is a lesson, okay? So if like when you say, is this a lesson? Like, let's say you feel like things are not going right. Like, and that's part of what we've been talking about. We talked about in the reading earlier. Someone keeps saying like, why or why me? If you feel like it's karma, if I ask that question about karma, the answer very well could be yes, because it could mean that you're meant to learn a lesson and do something different. You're meant to implement something or do something different. Like there was a lesson that you've been meant to learn, which could be something, especially thinking of the first thing that pops into mind, especially with us Cancerians, it would be something about setting boundaries. Okay. So I don't know, I'm just kind of, there's something to do with you are going to have to work on your mindset, on the words that you speak. I'm hearing, as a man thinketh, so is he. Okay. Okay, so I asked the question, is it karma? The answer was yes. I asked the question, did you do something bad to someone? And the answer was no. Okay. And so let me go back to say, it says, I've learned, okay. So again, remember, it's not just because I want to say that Cancers are very self-aware, right? We know what our flaws are, right? We know when we're supposed to make changes, but sometimes we make excuses as to why we can't make them. But that doesn't exempt us from making the changes. So what I'm guided to for you to say is that, like, okay, but what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do with that knowledge and with that information? You've learned the lesson, okay? Now what? Now what? Let me pull something real quick, and then I'll, Maddie, if you have another one, go ahead and put it in, okay? But let me go ahead and see what comes out for you, ordinary days. Oh, okay, no. Let's try that again. Is it, hold on. No, it's not this deck. Hold on. Okay. They want me to use this deck, which, just FYI, my hands are tiny compared to this deck, and it makes it really hard for me to, okay. Like, I love the deck, but with shuffling and getting cards, not so much. Okay, so what popped out, what is that? Okay, so this one might be a separate message for you, but it says nostalgia, focus on the here and now, ordinary days. And then it says dragons, slay them all. And then, so we saw these cards already. And then feather, think first before you judge. So I don't know if you're focusing a little bit too much on past hurts, past situations. I'm hearing that was then, this is now. Yeah. So there's something that you're meant to, I'm hearing forgive and forget. Because, and it's kind of like you are putting something onto yourself, like you're blaming yourself for something. Whatever these, I feel like what you need to slay, it has something to do with your thinking. Something to do with some type of negative thinking. And I'm also getting with this feather, think before you judge. It's like you need to look at something from another perspective. I don't know if you're always thinking of things like from the other person's perspective, meaning you're putting that other person's thoughts, needs, wants, desires before your own. But sometimes you need to think about things for yourself first. How is it going to impact you? I'm hearing you can do damage. Like other people's needs or wants or desires does not supersede your own. I'm hearing, the saying where they say, if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy, which is telling me that, I don't know, like your happiness should be front and center. Before you focus on anyone else's happiness, you need to focus on your own. And then you popped in and thank you. I lost it. Okay. Yeah. You're blaming yourself. No. You didn't do anything wrong. And I'm so sorry to hear that. And believe me when I say, like, I don't know your story, right? But, I've lost as well. So I totally understand. And it's not, you didn't do anything wrong. And I'm being guided back to there's something with the way that you're thinking of the situation and you're blaming you. Okay. This one popped out. I don't know who this is for, but it says swim away from this situation. Thank you, Ordinary Days. So I don't know who this is for, but it popped out separately from these, but it says swim away. Okay. Also, Ordinary Days, I meant to, oh my gosh. Okay, seriously, I'm gonna have to come back to you real quick, because I was about to say that at the bottom it says mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. And what I was about to say is that you are being guided to like put a lot more time into loving yourself. I'm hearing something about loving yourself back to health. And at the top, you have to see, it says forgive. Okay. All right. So the next question was Maddie. Okay, let me ask. That swim away might have been for you, but let me double check before I say that it was. Okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying your question, Maddie. The answer was actually yes. With the cheated part, I asked the last part of that question, and the answer was yes. But I'm being guided to, I mean, I don't know if it even matters, but it doesn't mean no, not loyal. Cheat, yes. What I'm hearing, and I went ahead and asked the question because what I was guided to tell you was that not all cheating is like actual physical, having sex with another person. So that's why, like with those yes, no questions, I do tell people to be very specific. And so, with me being guided to say that, I went ahead and asked the follow up of was this something like physically, like sexually cheating? And the answer was no. And was it emotionally? Like this possibly has to do with like, phone conversations. I'm hearing phone sex. I don't know, but it's emotional is what I'm getting. I'm not getting that it was like, I'm getting that it was okay. Yeah. So that's what that means. But as far as like physically, I got the answer was no, that she did not physically cheat like that. Okay. So I hope that that clarifies. So really, you already knew the answer to that. Yeah. Open up is what we have. So I don't know, like some of these questions, thank you, Maddie. Um, I'm getting the sense of like you need to actually have some conversations with her. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions and to talk. And that would be a really good time for establishing or discussing like boundaries and expectations. Okay. That's a really good time. Like, not when anyone's distraught or emotional or angry or sad or anything. Just if things are kind of neutral right now, like in a pretty good space, um, you should you should be able to do that at any point, but the sooner the better, right? If you guys are in a committed relationship, there should be no fear of like, just talking. Okay. I'm getting the sense of like that needs to be within the next couple of days. Like you need to um and that's what I'm saying, like if you're feeling emotional, don't bother, right? And I'm getting the sense of like I'm hearing something about practice run. So if you need to practice in the mirror, if you need to write down like points that you want to touch on, then that's what you're gonna have, that's what you need to do. um yeah, then it might never happen, right? So somebody's gonna have to make a move. Okay, let me start from scratch. Tina, ex, Tina, trying to start from scratch. I'm holding on to a lot of resentment that I'm trying to let go. And Xtina, as someone who I'm feeling guided to say something's needed to be lost. I'm being drawn to, I'm seeing the foundation card like in my mind, which is about building blocks. There's something that needed to be rebuilt on a steady, on a firm foundation. I'm feeling something in my throat. It feels like I don't know if this is about you needing to speak up or if this is about making sure that like with that steady and firm foundation, but also an honest. So I don't know if you were like dealing with someone who wasn't very honest, and even adding to that that maybe you weren't speaking up for yourself and your needs. I'm hearing it just had to happen, baby. That's what I'm hearing. It just had to happen. I'm being guided to say that you did not lose everything. I'm hearing that, I forget who it is, where they say better than ever, baby. Something is about to be rebuilt, and it's like, I don't know if something was too small or something like that, or you weren't getting something that you were meant, or like something you deserve more or something. So I don't know what all that is about. And I know you didn't ask a question, but I was just guided to do that. And wait, let me see if I missed something, Anne. Okay, so some of you, again, your question, they should be yes, no, but like with what you're asking, like, is this person not talking to you whatsoever, Anne? Because I'm wondering, like, why are you not just asking them? And the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of what we talk about is, like I keep saying, like, we can't be afraid to speak up. And I'm hearing something about don't ask questions you don't really want the answer to. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if there's something that's being left off of like what you're wanting to know or what you're wanting to ask. Okay. I'm hearing like you already know, like you know why. And with you saying like this person is not talking to you, you know that they're the one for you. But see, you don't get to make that call. He has to feel like you're the one for him as well. And I keep hearing you already know, you know why. Let me pull something for you real quick. I'm hearing something about like you may, number one, you need to give someone time and space. Everyone gets to decide what it is that they want, right? You can't force anyone to talk to you. You can't force anyone to be with you. Give that person time and space. I'm hearing find something better to do. And it's not like that's how I'm hearing it, but it's more like you need to be working on like maybe some type of hobby or something that you like to do to get your mind off of whatever this is. And we talked about in the reading, in this very reading, the more that you focus on something it is that you desire, that you want to bring in, that you want to manifest, the more that you're blocking it, the more that you are repelling it from your energy. All of that neediness, you're repelling it. What popped out is regeneration and loyal heart. And it just makes me feel like whatever this is, like it's going to take time to build up or to earn back some type of trust. But you have to give it time. You have to give it space. I'm hearing if it don't fit, you must acquit. Someone feels like they have to be able to trust another person, and that does not happen overnight. Look at this is not going to regrow overnight. That's not how that works. And you have to respect that. That's the biggest gift that you can give to that person is time and space. Yeah, at the top is message in a bottle. With that time and space, you just might find that this person reaches out to you and things might change with this blessed. Okay? Okay, Shauna, can you ask a yes, no question? What do you mean exactly with what's going on with my partner? Maddie, someone's going to have to be the bigger person, okay? I mean, it wouldn't be me, but maybe it should be you, okay? Thank you, Maddie. Okay, thank you, Shauna. Should I just leave him? Thank you, Anne. Okay, so Shauna, you want to know if you should just leave? Okay, let me ask. And let me see. I'm going to pull a card for you too, but let me see what deck. Okay, it's this one. Okay, so Shauna. Okay, so Shauna, the first thing that I'm guided to say before I even ask that question and answer it to you is for you to ask that question, you have to have good reason. And the reason I'm being guided to that and to saying that is that you need to trust in yourself. You need to trust that you know what is in your best interest. And I feel like the issue is you making sure that you following through. I'm hearing something about you standing on business. I don't know if you have a habit of threatening to like do, like, oh, I'm going to leave you, or if you don't, whatever. I mean, I don't know. But it's like whatever this is, you need to stand on business. If you tell someone what you're not going to stand for, what you're not going to allow, what's not permitted, as you should, like you're laying down the law, you're setting your expectations. But if you're giving them a pass, I feel like there's something about giving someone a pass when they don't meet those expectations. That is the problem. That is the issue. Stand on business. If you know that you can't stand on it, then don't speak on it. Don't say it. Because that's where people that like you're not being taken seriously. You're not being taken at your word. I'm hearing I can show you better than I can tell you. Like that's the mindset that you're meant to have. Okay. And you know what? And I'm still going to ask your question. But what I'm guided to tell you is that if that's an issue that you're having, write it down. Like be clear first with yourself, because part of it could be you're not quite so clear on like what it is that you want and what it is that you expect. Or if the issue is just like you having issues with expressing that, writing it down is another way so that I'm feeling something here, like kind of like a headache. It's like, so you don't have to think about it. It just kind of comes out. And, like, so that's, yeah, I'm feeling something with the throat. Like you might be having issues with, like with speaking your needs or your wants or your desires. You guys make sure that you hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also subscribe. We have our first goal was met of 250. 3 people won free readings with me. And this time, once we hit 500 subscribers, I'm giving away 6 free readings. If you're watching the videos and commenting, if I see you in the comments, then I put your name in the drawing and you can win a free reading. This time I am giving 6 away. Okay. So Shauna, let me ask the question. Shauna, I don't know who that is. The left is usually the maternal side of your family. But when I ask the question, they're like turning their nose up. I'm hearing something about piss poor. Piss poor excuse of a... Okay. I'm hearing, of course he does. Oh. You have a maternal figure that really does not like this person. I'm telling you right now. It feels like you're allowing someone to walk all over you. That's what you were doing. I'm hearing he still should know better. This person, whoever this is, this maternal figure, like, I don't know. But it's like they're very protective over you. Like we talked about making sure that you're expressing your wants, needs, and desires. And let me tell you, like, this person doesn't care if you speak up or not. They feel like your person should know better. Like whatever it is that they're doing, they feel like this person should know better either way, whether you speak up or not. This person is like, they not having it. Like I can't even ask the question, like to get it out to give you your answer, because this person is disgusted with someone's behavior. Wow. I don't know what she's... This disdain that this person feels, I don't know what they've seen. Okay. But that disdain, it's not just that, it's like hurt. This person is hurt over how you've been treated. And because they're not there to protect you from something. I don't know what this is. I'm over here, you guys, I'm a medium and I'm a channel, just so you know. A medium connects with like passed over loved ones. This person just doesn't want to go. Like, they just want you to know that they're there for you and that they love you and they want the best for you. And I'm hearing if I could put these hands on him, I would. Okay. Oh wow. Cuz I'm telling that that's a strong energy. And just so people know, like as a medium, so passed over loved ones are able to connect with me, and it's like, but they have to go through the Most High first. Like those were my boundaries. They have to go through the Most High to even get to me, which means they have to be like, they have to get clearance to get to me. And her energy is strong. Okay. I still didn't even ask the question. Like, I'm telling you, like, wow. Okay. I'm hearing F, yeah. Like, should you leave them? The answer that I'm getting is yes. At the bottom is don't seek anyone's approval. I don't know if you feel like, oh, really? Then she was beautiful. I don't know if you feel like you're disappointing someone or something like that by not being with this other person, but I'm getting the sense of like that's your focus, your aim, like your focus is you. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need to meet anyone's expectations, okay? Oh, wow. Oh, and yeah. Okay. Let me see. And it says, Gold, you don't need someone to fix you. I don't know if, I don't know how to, like, I don't know if someone has been kind of slowly, like, working, like, breaking down your confidence. But I'm getting the sense of, like, they're wrong. Like, whatever it is that you're telling yourself or that they made you feel, they're wrong. At the bottom, it says, your potential is endless. I'm getting the sense of like, you don't even know all of the greatness that you are meant to and capable of accomplishing. Yeah, that's what, like, I'm hearing something about I see the good in you. I don't know who's telling you that you're not a good person. And it says, mirror, treat your body like the palace that it is. So this is going back to you guys making sure that you're putting yourself first. And if you're feeling like, if someone's making you feel like insecure about your body, or like, you know, women, like you may just naturally feel that way, like we all kind of do, right? Um, I'm getting the sense of like, just know that you're beautiful, and whatever it is that you are not happy with, like you have the power to fix it. So that's up to you. So either love it and embrace it or change it, right? But don't let anyone make you feel guilt or shame or anything about any parts of you. I'm hearing you are beautiful in every single way. Words can bring you down. Yeah. So somebody wants to take over, but we gotta keep going. Like we've been on here for a minute. Okay. Hi, Sinmin. And yes, and my grandmother and I, we were so close. So yeah, I love that. Sentiment, yeah. Like, and if you are like, if you guys are channelers or mediums or like spiritual in any way whatsoever, just know that you can set those like guidelines or boundaries of whatever it is, especially for those of you that have gifts and you feel like some sense of fear or something with using them, like whatever you're not comfortable with or like you can set boundaries and expectations or like, you know what I mean? And you can go at your pace and you can change them as you need to. Yeah, that's beautiful. And that's beautiful with your grandmother. His mother doesn't want him with me. Shauna, I don't know how to say this, but who cares what she wants, right? The question is the focus. What I would be concerned with is, do you want to be with him, right? But not just do you want to be with him, like, is this something that, and you have to be honest with yourself. Like, this has to do with, is this a good, like, is this person meeting your needs, right? Is this the person that makes you happy? Are you happy more than you're sad or hurt or scared? So the focus is not on what his mama want. No, nobody care, right? Nobody cares. The focus is on, what do you want? What does he want? And what agreement can you make? Okay? That's your focus. Like, you can get advice from anyone, from me. Like, it doesn't matter. What I say doesn't even matter. What matters is, what does Shauna want? Don't nobody care about anyone else, because the only person that can live that life, your life, is you. You know what is going to be acceptable for you and what's not. So whatever this is that you decide to do, make your decision based on I'm hearing what's in it for you, but what's in it for you, but what is in your best interest, okay? Yeah. Boundaries, self-love and respect. Exactly, Sin Man. Yeah. And Sin Man, those are things that like you can ask. Like, just ask what your gifts are and give it time to just kind of develop or be shown to you. You can also kind of, I'm getting the sense of like, do some research to figure out like, what are some spiritual gifts? Because like, and I tell you guys like what some of my gifts are, like, and I don't even know what they all are because there's lots of them. But like, if you guys see me, like when I say I'm not a card reader, like I didn't study, like I don't study tarot, I don't study oracle cards. Like my gifts, like it's kind of like they were just given to me, and I knew when I was ready to use them, type of a thing. But I'll say, like, for example, I'm clairaudient. That means that I hear messages. And so sometimes people, like, you hear things, you may be clairaudient and you hear things, but then you think you're crazy, right? And that's not what it is. And so sometimes we just kind of reject our gifts because we don't want to look crazy. Because there's plenty of times where I look cuckoo to other people. But for people that know what it is, I don't, right? I might say that I am clairsentient because I am. And like sometimes if certain answers that I get, you know, if I'm giving a message And for example, it's like I'm misinterpreting the message. Like my guides are not going to let me continue to give a wrong message. I start to get a feeling here to say, go back. That's wrong. That's not what we're saying. And then as a channel, like sometimes if I'm really not getting it, like you'll see me kind of go in a trance and like the message just kind of comes out because I'm not getting it. Because the way that we connect our messages, it has to do with the experiences that we've had. And we're able to kind of connect those experiences. And that's how we give the messages. And just, yeah. Sevens are prominent in my life. Yeah. Okay, so oh my gosh, you guys, it says 100 minutes. Wait, 6. That's an hour and 40 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. If anyone has any questions before I sign off, go ahead and put them in the box now. Speak now, forever hold your peace. But if you didn't get to ask your question and you want more time, I will be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock, okay? So have no fear. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. Alrighty, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and end it there. If you did not, hit the thumbs up, please. And make sure that any future videos, thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Sinmin, for being here. Shauna, all of you guys, thank you for your questions and for participating. But you can win a free reading. Just make sure that you're subscribed, that you're liking the videos, and that you're leaving comments. And so this next round, I'm selecting 6 people to give a free reading to. So you don't want to miss out. I've already announced the winners for our last time. I had 3 people that I'm giving free readings to. I've announced it in the community board. So you'll see how that works. I just do it's a random spinner app that I use, and I put all of the names for people that have commented, and you can win. So yeah, but alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.